My first stud is going to be who I think we both agree with this, Matt. In our opinion, was the best player on the field, regardless of position, regardless of time, age, experience, anything. Micheal Clemons, the defensive end, the rookie defensive end. Hoo-wee indeed. This dude had a monster game. Absolutely monster game. He was violent in the run game. He was setting a hard edge. He was tracking ball carriers to the edge. His power was showing up over and over. He had a sack when the Eagles were backed up towards their own end zone, where I was looking at it when I first saw it live. I was like, something must have happened because it didn't look like he pushed the tackle that far or that hard. And the tackle jolted back like 7 yards. And it opened a lane for Clemons to cut back inside and tackle the quarterback as he was trying to step up. I went back and rewatched it. No, he's just that freaking strong.
He is.
Like that he can barely touch a guy and they go back 7 yards. Then we saw on the literal last play of the game, he gets lined up inside on a guard and he gets a running start and puts a bull rush on the guard that just collapses the pocket. And if it's not for the Eagles' third string quarterback rolling out and creating pressure for a Hail Mary, that's a sack to end the game. He was everywhere. And I'm really encouraged for how he's going to progress because as an older rookie, considering he's 25, he's had a handful of years playing, college ball before. His body's more developed. He's a little further along physically than you would expect for some other rookies. And I think that's going to lead to him getting more playing time than people expect, on top of the fact that he lined up at 3-tech a good bit, which I wasn't expecting him to see. I thought they would do it a little. I had seen some reports from practice that they were experimenting with it, but he was at 3-tech a lot. And if he can hold his ground there and be kind of JFM's main backup, he's going to have a role on this team very fast.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He is violence personified.
100%.
The guy is just from the get-go, just pure fire coming at you. And it's every single play, too. There's no give.
From start to finish.
And you and I were huge JJ fans going into the draft. And I keep playing with this. What happens if Clemons ends up being better? And you know what? I would be perfectly okay with that because that means that we probably have one of the best pass rushers in the game with Clemons. And I can fully get on board with that. He is such a joy to watch, especially since we haven't had any real homegrown pass rushers on the edge in so long. So it's such a breath of fresh air. And I can't wait to see more of him. I want to see if he gets more starting reps. Again, he did a lot of his work against backups. So I'd be curious to see if he's getting more reps with the first team.
I would hope so too. I think after Friday night, he's earned it. Quite honestly, I think with how he played against backups, I think he deserved the right to get in there, see what he can do against some starters and really hold his own. Speaking of Jermaine Johnson, it wasn't the most evidentful game for him on the stat sheet, but when I did focus in on him, he looked like the same guy he was at Florida State. He even got Lane Johnson with a bull rush early in the game, where Hurts was able to scramble out of it. And I think he was able to run and pick up some extra yards, but you're getting an all pro with a bull rush as in your first preseason game as a rookie, whether you get the sack or not, I'm making note of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. He flashed. I think he even got in on one sack as well. If I'm not mistaken, or half sack. So he wasn't blanked. He didn't look out of place. He still looked very good. The defensive line as a whole, I think, looked pretty good.